Alright guys, today we're going to dive into the green SAO set, consisting of ALO and GGO. I still have a lot of catching up on Sword Art Online to do, and I'm currently going to be doing that, because I am very excited for the set, and I've had this on my list for a while now. So yeah, we're going to be watching it and diving into the set. The anime watch list, we're finally getting around to it because of Union, okay? But anyways, yeah, bear with me on some of the names. I don't recognize some of these characters, like Sinon, I think that's how you say it. And yeah, shiny Asuna from my point of view. But yeah, if you guys enjoy, make sure you guys like to let me know. And yeah, let's go ahead and see what the green set is doing. So yeah, starting it off, we've got our Asuna cards. We're going to have an Asuna raid, of course. So we've got the 0 cost add to hand, of course, the typical one that you'll see in most sets for raid cards. And then we've got a pretty plain Asuna 1 energy active trigger 3k 2500. And then 3 energy Asuna. This character gains all the abilities listed below if you have the required total number of Yukis and Mother's Rosario cards in your sideline. 4 or more during your turn, this card will get 500 BP, making it a 4K. 6 or more, this card's going to gain impact. But yeah, basically for the first half of it with Asuna, you're basically going to want to build it based around her with Yuki's in there. And then again, not knowing much about Sword Art, or at least as part of it, Mother's Rosario. You're going to want those in there for sure. Those are going to be your main cards, and you got those in the sideline to get more effects. That's going to be the main theme of it. But yeah, then we have our 4 energy raid Asuna here. Oh, and by the way, if you guys did see the blue set, and then I think it's also in the yellow set as well, you will see the ALO affinity, and effects are based around that affinity. For anyone curious about mixing colors, essentially, just keep in mind with Union Arena, it doesn't really work too well, just because green generates energy for green, and you know, blue does that for blue, etc. So it makes it hard to get cards out with the limited deck building, unfortunately. So yeah, just keep that in mind. If you do see that like ALO is between the different colors, you probably do want to just stick to the same colors for your deck building, for anybody curious. But anyways, Asuna here, 4 energy raid Asuna. This character gains all of the abilities listed below. If you have the required total number of Yukis and Mother Rosario cards in your sideline. So 4 or more when attacking, you get to draw a card. We love that. 6 or more during your turn, this character gains 1000 BP and damage 2, so 5k damage 2. That's really nice. And then 8 or more, this character cannot be blocked by characters with 3k or less. So yeah, in Union Arena, you know, especially when you see damage 2, you're gonna want to have characters on the front line to block that are not your strongest characters. As you don't want to give away your 4Ks and stuff like that in exchange for blocking a damage 2. So that last ability is going to be really nice in forcing your opponent to get rid of some of their stronger cards in order to block the damage 2 from this. So yeah, pretty strong card. And I also like that the raid trigger will be pretty no reason to not raid her off of life most of the time. And then 3 energy Klein, double blocker 3500 draw trigger. As we've seen before, double block doesn't come in clutch too often, especially if you're below 4K. Yeah, I mean, it's not the worst card to have, but don't know if we'll find room in the deck for it. Alright, next card here, 2 energy cost, I think it's maybe Sayun, maybe? If this card is active, it gains an extra energy, so it'll be the double energy generator when active. Not a bad card at all. Generic one that you'll see in every set, but a good one to add sometimes. 1 cost, Sign On, Nullify Impact, 2500. Yeah, we always like to have Nullify Impacts in the deck, and considering Sign On is going to be a raid card in this set, it might be a good one to slap in there just to have. And then, but you know, I don't know how important the GGO, the Gun Gale Online affinity is for this part of the deck, so that might be the only thing to consider because this is ALO. But anyways, yeah, Sign On, Nullify Impact, not bad. And then we've got 3 energy cost Silica with the step ability. If you don't know what that is, basically it's the only way you're able to move cards during the movement phase from your front line to your energy line. So not a bad thing to have, especially for a double energy generator. 3k as well. When played, look at the top 2 cards of your deck, place any number of them on the top of your deck in any order, then place any remaining cards into your sideline. Okay, yeah, so you can like try to get more of the Yukis and whatnot into your sideline as soon as possible. And then we got 3 energy Sleeping Knights. When played, play up to 1 character with 2 or less energy required. 1 AP and ALO from your hand set to resting onto your field. No trigger, 1 energy generator. Could be good though to help you get cards onto the board as soon as possible. And then we have 1 energy cost Yui. When played, look at the top of 3 cards of your deck. reveal up to 1 green card with ALO among them and add it to your hand. Place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order, and then if you did take a card, sideline a card from your hand. And then she does have the draw trigger. 1500 BP on a 1 is a little rough, but I mean, it's a decent search card. Unfortunately, you have to sideline a card, but I guess with this deck, that wouldn't be the worst thing. Again, helping you get like Yukis into your sideline as fast as possible, considering the Mother's Rosario is just the special in this deck. Yeah, basically I would say Yuki is going to be the one and only card you're trying to get into your sideline as much as possible. And taking a look at the Yuki cards here in the set, 0 cost, when played, draw a card, then put 1 card from your hand into your sideline. Draw trigger, not a bad card at all. And then 2 energy cost, Yuki, when sidelined, choose up to 1 character on your field. It'll gain 1k until the end of the turn. Oh, that's not bad at all, especially for her being a 3k. That could be pretty good. Considering we want Yukis in the sideline, yeah, not bad. Alright, 4 energy, Yuki, nullify impact. When attacking, if Asuna, Sayun, or Sleeping Knights is on your field, draw a card, then place 1 card from your hand into your sideline. Oh, nice, every time you attack, okay. With the active 3k trigger, we love that if it happens to be in life. And then 4k with 1 energy generated. Yeah, this is a really good card. Yeah, I'm glad to see that the Yuki cards are really, really nice to have in your deck. And the last Yuki, this is going to be a 4 energy, 2 action point. Play this card set to active, so this is not a raid card, but you do get to attack with it the turn you play it. We love that. At the start of your turn, sideline this character. Oh, okay, so if this character lives at the start, at the start of your next turn, you'll have to sideline them. Okay. This character cannot be blocked by characters with 2k or less. Okay. When played, draw 2 cards, then place 1 card from your hand into your sideline. Alright, not bad at all. And then when sideline, choose 1 character on your opponent's front line and switch it to resting. Oh, that's really good for defense too, considering she's already going to sideline herself. No reason to not just sideline her and then rest an opponent's character. Less lives to lose and stuff, less characters to lose. And then she is going to be the color trigger of the set, if you don't know, for green. If it happens to be in your life, it allows you to play a character with 2 or less from your hand for free. Pretty good color trigger. Especially for a deck like this, where it looks like we're going to have a lot of 2 or lesses to play. We'll have a lot in hand, potentially. And then we've got Lifa, 0 energy, Step, no trigger. Lizbeth, 3 energy, 2 action point. When played, add up to 1 green character with ALO affinity from your sideline to your hand. Oh, it's any cards, not a character. Nice. And then... Okay, cool. So it's like a revive card, and no restriction on the energy cost or anything that you revive. Active trigger, 3k BP, and it's a double energy generator. Okay. Yeah, not bad at all. Not bad at all. Could be good. Especially the double energy generation. That makes it worth it again. And then we have 0 energy cost Kirito. So this is when we start getting into the Gun Gale online part of it. Draw trigger, no ability, 2k. Not bad at all. We do have a raid Kirito in the set, so this is probably going to be a must run. And then we have Kirito, 4 cost. When attacking, if this character is 5k or more, draw a card. Okay. 4k BP though base, so you want to try to buff it up. 3 energy, 1 action point Kirito. When played, look at the top 4 cards of your deck. Reveal 1 Gun Gale Online affinity card with Kirito among them. Add it to your hand. Place the remaining cards to the bottom of your deck. And then sideline a card if you did take one. Active trigger, 3k BP, and it's got double energy generation. Oh, this is a really good search card. And again, we're raiding with this Kirito on top of it, so that's going to be an amazing card to have in the deck. Now, you cannot grab a Kirito with this guy, and as I've experienced with, what was it, the Phantom Troop from Hunter x Hunter, the Crollo can search any Phantom Troop, but not Crollos. And let me tell you, it gets annoying bottom decking Crollos consistently. So we'll see. Again, you're only searching 4. Hopefully you don't bottom deck your raid Kiritos. That would be really annoying. Because this guy is the main portion of the deck, along with Sinon, of course. They're kind of going to pair well together here. So 7 energy cost Kirito. You're going to have to ramp up some energy for sure. So, I mean, that other Kirito is required, no doubt. Anyways, impact when raided. When another character on your field wins a battle, this character gains damage 2 until the end of the turn. So you might want to swing with another character first, especially because, skipping ahead real quick, Sinon consists around Snipe, which when she attacks first with Snipe, you get to target an opponent's character, and you're going to win the battle right off the bat. So that's going to actually be a really, really, really strong pairing. I like that. So yeah, you swing with Sinon with Snipe, give him impact 1, damage 2. Or I guess her in Gun Gale Online? Is Kirito a girl? Listen, I'll get there eventually in Sword Art. Anyways, during your opponent's turn, your opponent cannot choose this character with an ability on an event unless they pay one card from their hand to their sideline as an additional cost. Okay, so if you're going to special Kirito or use an event card at all to target Kirito, your opponent, they'll have to trash a card from their sideline in order to use the card. Okay, I think we've seen that with Gojo, right? Yellow Gojo had that with some other abilities. Could be really annoying to try to get around. Or no, you had to pay a cost for Gojo. There was stuff in One Punch like that. Anyways, it could be really annoying for your opponent to deal with. And then active main, once per turn, this is a big card. Choose one other character on your field. It'll gain 1,000 BP till the end of the turn. Oh, nice. So once this Kirito's rated, we're literally buffing characters for free every turn by 1k. I like it. With the raid trigger, we just need to get up to 7, and then we've got a pretty monstrous card out, especially if we can get some sign-ons on the field first. All right, starting off with this sign-on here, and I hope I'm saying her name right. 0 energy, 1 cost, add this card to hand, 1,500, so our typical raid target, essentially, because we will have our raid sign-on, who's very important for this deck. And then 2 energy cost sign-on, step ability. When played, look at the top card of your deck, and then place it on the top or bottom, with the 3k BP as well. This is a really nice-looking card. Help us filter our deck a little bit. 3 energy cost sign on. If this character has 4k or more BP, it gains impact. Ooh, okay. Considering it's a 3k, double energy generator too, and it's our color trigger. Yeah, not bad at all. Not bad at all. If we happen to get impact off of it, that could always be an annoying thing to just randomly slap on your opponent, especially when we just need Kirito's main ability to do that or other things. Not bad. I did just want to mention real quick that the special 4 green sign-on and this deck is a little bit different compared to most. It's similar to Kurapika's if you've ever seen it, but essentially instead of removing your opponent's cards, well, directly removing them, you're actually removing them via your cards. So as you'll see with this, choose one character on your field against 2,500, and when this character attacks and wins a battle, draw a card until the end of the turn. But if the character you chose with this special is sign-on, it'll actually gain Snipe. So yeah, your sign-ons basically gain Snipe, and they are the removal, especially since they're getting the bonus 2,500 and the draw. Yeah, personally, always loved this with Kurapika. I felt like it was an insanely strong addition. I think it's literally the exact same thing. But yeah, taking a look at the sign-on raid card here, it will cost 6 energy to play. When this card attacks and wins a battle, look at the top 2 cards of your deck, place any number of them to the top of your deck in any order, then place any remaining cards to the bottom of your deck in any order. Then you get to choose one character on your field. It gains 1k until the end of the turn. That's crazy. Every single time this card is attacking, you're getting to filter your deck as well as buffing a character on your field. That is so strong. Wow. And then also when played, this character is going to gain Snipe until the end of the turn. So you're going to be able to get Snipe via this character. Oh, well, this character will have impact, but you could also give this character the Snipe with the special, and it'll have impact, which could be really strong. And then this character will get Snipe off of just getting played. So as long as we're able to get this Kirito out at the same time as those Snipes, we're going to be able to make him a damage 1, impact 2, which is a very strong combo in this game. That is the last sign-on card, I believe. It's got the raid trigger as well, 4k BP. Yeah, very, very devastating combo. I'm very excited to see that in game. And then finishing off the green site here, we've got Spiegel. This is just the generic card that costs 1 less to play from a 3 to a 2 if you're going up against the other colors, yellow or blue in this case. Double energy generator though, could be good. Again, definitely good in rare battles if you really wanted to. And then we've got our tap to our 0 cost ZZ. Is that his name? ZZ? Yeah, 0 cost generic card. You can use him once to generate 2, and then he'll go to the sideline. And then 0 cost Musketeer X. When played, choose up to 1 character on your field. It'll gain 1k BP until the end of the turn. Could be a good card. I mean, I know we want to buff characters in order to get some abilities, but we're doing it so often. I don't know if we need to squeeze in a whole 500 BP 0 cost to do it. But if you really wanted to have a couple of them, could be really good to have. Because you never know. You never know the one turn where you're not able to get it off and all you need was a card to play to do it. Who knows? And then we have the generic bounce back, generate 2, 1 energy Yamakaze. Could be good in some decks. You might want to run it in this to get to double energy as fast as possible. We'll see. And then we have this interesting sight card here, 3 energy Buggy. Active main, put 1 card from your hand into your sideline, and then until the end of the turn, this card's going to gain 2 extra energy generation, so it'll be generating 3 energy. It also has an add to hand trigger, so if it's ever in your life, you get to put it into your hand. I like this. This could be a really nice card, especially because sometimes we just need to get over from 6 to 7. This this could be the card to have. And we have some draw power in this deck, actually quite a bit. So yeah, I think this could be a really nice site card to have. Maybe just like 2 of them, maybe 3. I like it. I like it. And then we have, like I said before, the special that'll allow our characters to gain 2,500. More than anything, it's to get our sign-on Snipe. That's the, I don't know. There's going to be some situations where it would make sense to just buff like a Kirito, a small Kirito or something with 2,500 and not get the Snipe. But in most cases, you're going to want to save this in order to get Snipe for sure on your sign-ons. And then our final of the set, Barbecue, 3 energy to play. Choose up to 2 action points, restand them. You guys know how finals work by now, I'm sure. And then we have our 2 energy cost Phantom Sword. This card looks interesting. Choose 1 character on your front line, and it'll gain 2,000 BP till the end of the turn. But if Kirito's on the field, the chosen character will gain impact until the end of the turn as well. So I don't know if you would want to run too many of these, especially with like if you're trying to run site cards and stuff as well. But I could see this being pretty insane if you have a sign-on and Kirito setup, or even just the sign-on. You raid the sign-on with Snipe and you give it Phantom Sword with another Kirito. I don't know. Basically what I'm getting at here is, yeah, you could definitely use this Phantom Sword to get more impact snipes off, which is such a devastating combo. Sniping your opponent's characters is one thing because you get to choose who they block with and lose, but being able to take a life on top of that, very nice. And if you're ever going to run a card like this, having the active trigger, if it ends up in your life, could be really nice instead too. So yeah, Phantom Sword, not a bad card. Those snipe impacts could be devastating. And the last special, Mother's Rosario. You get to choose 1 character with 5k or less on your opponent's front line, return it to their hand. If you have a combined total of 3 or more Yukis or Mother's Rosarios in your sideline, you sideline it instead. Not a bad card though, considering you get to still target a 5k. There might be some situations where you really don't want to put them back into their hand, like especially if it's like a raid card that gets a when played raid ability, like Kurapika for example, since we're talking green. That could be kind of not great to do. But you know, this does look like a deck where we're going to try to get as many Yukis into the sideline as possible. Hopefully at least 1 Mother's Rosario in a lot of games, right? Especially considering the moment we're playing this card. So yeah, I would say 3 or more. We're probably sidelining the opponent's card for the most part. But yeah, that's going to be our special for green, and that is basically that's it. That is the full green set. So yeah, I think it looks pretty solid. I think if out of the 2, the one I would definitely want to try to play more, in my opinion, the one I'm probably going to try out first, at least, is Kirito and Sinon, because again, I think that combo could be absolutely disgusting. Not only getting snipes and impacts off, but getting our Kiritos impact 1s and damage 2s. Yeah, this could be a really, really annoying thing to deal with. But this deck also looks really good as well. I mean, I don't know. Does this deck look good? I just don't know. You know, you're not getting the Yukis into your sideline. I don't know. It could be good. We'll have to see him in action. Definitely more excited for the other one, but you know, with some impacts, with some damage 2s. Some draw power. There's draw power in it. I don't know. Let me know what stands out to you from the Asuna and Yuki set. But me personally, the Kirito sign-on set looks really, really nice from this. But yeah, thanks for watching. I should have at least one other set breakdown up by now. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy it, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.